All right, so as often the case, people will wonder what situations are better. And so we're going to look first off versus taking a straight up annuity versus a lump sum. Okay? And so what I'm trying to get at is that we want to look at sort of comparing an annuity to a lump sum. And this will help us also at the end of the chapter when we talk about loans and how that all works. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to examine and figure out which case is a better scenario for you. All right? Let's assume you could have one of two things. You could have a lump sum of $10,000 and compounded yearly over 15 years, or an annuity where you invest $1,000 yearly for 15 years. Now notice something. Over 15 years, the annuity will have invested $15,000. Okay, where the lump sum has invested 10. But you are gaining interest at 8% in the beginning of the lump sum on $10,000. And in the annuity, you're only gaining interest on like $1,000 or $2,000 at the very beginning of the annuity in those first couple years. So I want you to push pause, take your time, and calculate which one of these things is better. Okay, so I think I'm going to have to add a page on this because I don't think my handwriting will fit on everything that I want to do. So let's start out with the lump sum. Oops. The lump sum was $10,000. We had 8% interest, compounded yearly, for 15 years. So take that $10,000 times it by 1 plus 0.08 divided by 1 for 15 years, that's the exponent. And you'd see in this scenario that you'll get $31,721.69. All right. If we're talking about an annuity, we're going to take in $1,000, 8% interest, 1 plus 0.08 yearly for 15 years. And again, calculate this in a couple of steps, but oops. On top, you should get about 2.17. Divide that by 0.08 divided by 1. Multiply it times 1,000. And in the annuity, I got $27,152.11. So it's obvious that in this case, the lump sum is better. At 8% interest compounded yearly for 15 years, the lump sum is better. Okay? But don't always assume a lump sum is always going to be better than annuity. So again, I want you to try this one. I want you to push pause and figure out at 5% interest which one of those things is better. All right, so you should have started calculating. You should have had this calculated. Let me do this on the other. So, in this scenario, we take the lump sum. it is going to be 10,000. 1 plus 0.05 divided by 1, 15 years. So 10,000 times 1. I got $20,789.28. The annuity, take 1,000. Those are my payments. 1 plus 0.05 over 1 to the 15th power minus 1 divided by 0.05 over 1. Again, type this into your calculator. And I got $21,578.56. So in this case, it's pretty clear that the annuity is better. And you'll see that it's always kind of a give and a take. On the lump sums, because they accumulate interest on the beginning, they tend to do better in times of high interest. In annuities, they tend to do better when you have low interest because you put away money over time. But again, it's not a standard thing. Sometimes lump sums are better, sometimes annuities are. And that's really what I want to emphasize here, okay? It's not always better to have an annuity, and it's not always better to have a lump sum. It really depends on your situation. And so some situations, lump sums are better. Other situations, annuities are better. And you do have to calculate and figure some of these things out. By the way, there are some situations in which they're exactly equal. And we'll see what's going to happen in that is, how that works in the loans section and how to calculate those kinds of things.